Hi, Marcus. The team has been amazingly resilient and yet also somewhat inconsistent through the playoff run. You guys haven't lost two in a row in more than 2 months. What is it about this group that allows you to, get knocked down and then get right back up?
Well, I've said it before. We've been knocked down a lot early on in the season, so we know what it feels like to be knocked down, and we know what we can withstand. And it ain't nothing that we haven't seen or been in any situation before. So for us, it's just to keep fighting because we know our potential when we do that.
Second row on the left.
Mark Murphy, Boston Herald. Hey, Marcus. They they won the physical battle of the last game. Draymond, in particular, seemed to just set a certain tone with you guys. How do you respond to that without losing your composure?
I mean, you respond to fire with fire, right? I mean, we just gotta, turn around and do the same thing. If he's gonna come in here and try to be physical, this is our house, and we gotta protect it.
In the middle here, Adam Himmelsbeck.
Kind of along those lines, you're obviously, a player who likes to set the tone with your physicality, with your defense. Is that something you like? Do you take it personally when you see somebody else do that against you guys in a stage like this? And is it something you individually say, hey, this is not going to happen here, that type of thing?
Definitely. I mean, as any competitor would tell you, you know, um, when you get hit in the mouth like that, it's only one way to respond. And if you're not really ready to do that, then you don't need to be on the stage. And this is a stage where it's going to take, we got to be willing to risk it all out there for your team and for the victory. So by all means necessary, that's the mindset that they have. It's the mindset we have, but we got to go out there and execute it.
First row on the right.
Michael Pina from Sports Illustrated. Marcus, what growth have you seen from Jalen throughout your entire time as his teammate, and just how critical has he been to this entire era of Celtics basketball?
Jalen's evolution is remarkable. We here with the team, we've seen it. We knew it was coming. It was just a matter of time when. And the way that he allowed the game to slow down for him. Early on in his career, he was getting out and he was just running. Like a chicken with his head cut off. We make a joke with him about that. Now he's really thinking the game. He's playing the game. He's letting it come to him, and it's slowing down for him. And I think we all can see that. And that's what it's been for us since Jalen's got here from day one, and that's what it's going to continue to be. He gets us going. Especially when Jason's not being Jason. Sometimes it happens. Teams are keying in on him, and JB knows and understands that it's his turn to take over when that happens. And he's been great for us all year.
On the right side in the back.
Marcus, John Schumann, NBA.com. Seems like when you guys are driving, you're seeing multiple bodies, multiple arms, closing those driving lanes. How can you create cleaner driving lanes to the basket?
You just got to continue when you drive. You can't take an extra dribble when you should be passing the ball, and you might have to take that extra dribble instead of passing the ball sometimes. It's just got to make that read, and you got to trust and understand and believe in your teammates and the game plan. So it's not getting ourselves too far into traffic to where we only have one decision, and it's not a very good one. So I think that'll help us a lot, just making things very simple for us.
First row on the left.
Boy, Manning, CLNS Media. Marcus, you and Derek, since you came together, you've gotten to play together quite a bit here. Just what's been that process of learning to play together out there, and you two as point guards? How do you kind of try to address some of the ball handling issues this team has at times?
We just do our best. Jalen and Jason have a lot of eyes on them. And 9 times out of 10, the best two defenders of a team are going to be guarding those two. So me and Derek got to do a better job of getting our team together. Helping those guys off, really relieving some of that pressure off of them, and just playing basketball. And that's part of it. They trust us enough to do it. We trust our capability. We trust our capability in it, and we know who we are.
We'll take 2 more questions. Shane in the front.
Yeah, Marcus, Shane Young with Ford Sports. We talk a lot about the physical fatigue that Steph Curry takes a toll on your body whenever you're chasing him around screens and playing defense against him. Is there also a mental fatigue component to it, because you can never let up and you have to make those second and third efforts on every possession?
Definitely. I mean, he's a great player. I think we all can agree on that, right? I mean, the dude is phenomenal and outstanding at what he does. And it doesn't take one guy; it takes a full team effort. But you know, when you're on them and you're the main defender, you have to be mentally prepared, as long as physically prepared, what's to come. And you know, I think for me and this team, that's what we do. You know, first effort, second effort, third effort, fourth effort. Those multiple efforts is what we do, and we just got to continue to do them.